So then, what a brilliant week in What a brilliant week in Hildesheim. Terrific 24 hours days in Germany, Hildesheim. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. Today we are talking Players Championship 27 rounder as the Classy Joe Cullen pips Gerwin Price to win the Players Championship 27. Right. There's so much story, so many shocks and upsets, surprises, and a lot of shocks, a lot of high averages. The standards is going higher. The game is getting better and better each year. Before you get into the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. We are approaching the back end of the season. We got the World Series of Darts finals this weekend. Austrian, and then we got a block of European tours before the European Championships, and a lot of tournaments before the World Grand Prix, the Players Championship finals, the Grand Slam, and the World Championships. So Joe Cullen took a huge step towards confirming his qualification for next month's Boyle Sports World Grand Prix with victory in Wednesday's Players Championship 27. He was outside the spots, but that win in the Players Championship 27 give him real momentum going forward to the World Series of Darts finals, and he's got Damon Heta in the first round, so I'll probably keep an eye on a little bit later. So Cullen edged out Gerwin Price in a thrilling last leg shootout to triumph in Hildesheim, as the Welshman fell just short in his bid for back-to-back titles on German soil. He was that close, but Cullen, that raw emotion there means so much to him. However, Cullen has now put himself in a terrific position to secure a place in October's World Grand Prix, having been outside the provisional qualification places prior to this week's Pro Tour doubleheader. So the Bradford-born star overcame Brendan Dolan in round one before recording a quartet of 6-4 victories against Adam Hunt, Cameron Menzies, Robert Grundy and James Hurrell to advance to the semi-finals. Cullen continued his charge with a comprehensive 7-1 victory over Scott Williams, which set up a winner-takes-it-all showdown against Price at Hallow 39. The former Masters champion sized an early initiative before Price hit back with legs of 12 and 11 darts to restore partly at 2 apiece, but the pendulum continued to shift throughout the compelling final. Cullen regained his 2-leg buffer with a brilliant double-double 94 finish and to lead 5-3, but a resilient Price responded with another 11 darter followed by a clinical 104 kill to level at 6-all, and that was followed by successive holds of throw to set up a grandstand finish, and the advantage of throw proved pivotal for Cullen, who let out a huge roar after pinning 4-4 to take the title. Right, Cullen reached the final of this year's opening Players Championship event in February before edging out Gian van Veen to prevail at Players Championship 5 in March. Nevertheless, he had not progressed beyond the last 16 of a ranking event since then, which saw him slip down to world number 29 prior to Wednesday's action. He's up to world number 26 now. This is looking very good for Cullen's season so far, Cullen's career so far. Cullen's exploits denied Price a Pro Tour double in Hildesheim, although the Welshman extended his lead at the top of the Players Championship rankings after pocketing £10,000 runner-up prize money. The 40-year-old conceded just 6 legs with wins over Tavis Dooney, Stephen Burton, Jeffrey de Graaf and Sebastian Bielewski, which he backed up with a hard-fought win over Germany's Michael Unterbuttner in the quarterfinals. Price then produced his performance of the day to account for Danny Nopper in the last 4, averaging 104.98 and pinning 7 of his attempts at double to close out a 7-3 success Noppert landed a 9-dart finish on his way to the semi-finals, achieving perfection in the penultimate leg on his opening round win against Mario van der Bohada. The Dutchman was joined in the semi-finals by Scott Williams, who produced a brace of outrageous 120 checkouts, 3 double tops. That was outrageous. To sweep aside Dom Taylor in round 3. Early in the day, Taylor averaged 103 to account for the world number 1 Luke Humphries in round 1, while Van Veen, Gary Anderson, Nathan Aspinall and Damon Heta also crashed out at the same stage of the tournament. So we know we got World Series of Darts finals on Friday. This week, 12th and 14th of September. Next week we got Budapest and Basel for the European Tour events as the race for the Grand Prix reaches its climax, and the PDC Pro Tour will resume with a treble header for September the 30th, October the 2nd, as Leicester's Mattioli Arena plays host to the Players' Championship 28 and 30 in Leicester. They'll be preceded by successive European Tour events in Budapest and Basel, where coverage will be broadcast live on PDC TV. So leave on your comments below, guys. So that's my Players' Championship 27 roundup, folks, for the 2025 season. Leave on your comments below, and we'll see you in the next one for the Premier League predictions coming on later tonight, about something around about 10 o'clock. So bye.